Hello Axiom staff, my name is Najib Shaban and today I'm going to be your instructor. We've got a very exciting module. It's about Axiom D2D. Axiom D2D is about the way business of picking or collecting and delivering mobile repairs from the shop floor to the service center is going to be done in a very different and exciting way. Let's begin with the web page because we have three modules. The first module is to create job orders whereby the customer brings a unit and the person, the retail sales advisor on the floor, picks it and takes it to the service center. And using this methodology, using the new method, the retail sales advisor or anybody on the line will be able to track the status of the unit. Let's begin. We begin by putting in the username. Usernames will be provided to every single staff, KSA underscore 7 digits including your staff ID, then password. Passwords will be provided to each and every location. Once we log in, this is the second web page. In the second web page, we have only one module to deal with, and that is out location tracker. It's about tracking, like we said, and we end up with this web page. This web page shows all the modules to be covered. We have only 3 modules that deal with retail, and these are the modules I'm going to talk about. The other 3 modules, we have module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and the other modules are for retail. Only 3 modules are for retail sales advisor. The other 3 modules are for service center. Retail out locations will be dealing with module 1, module 4 and module 5. I repeat again, module 1, module 4 and module 5. Module 1 is about creating new job order, and that's our module now, and later on we will move to 4 and 5. Let's go and focus on creating new job orders. New order, let's go. This is the web page that appears, and it's about creating a new job order so that you can pick the device from the customer in front of you and send it to the service center. Instead of filling a manual paper, you have a wonderful tracking system. So you can track, or you can trace, you can search the device that the customer has by using 3 methods. Number 1, the customer's mobile number if it's a no customer, job order number if the device has been to the service center before, or the IMEI number of the device with the customer. So let's, for example, say we go right away to new customer. Let's assume the customer in front of us is new. We click new customer and we end up with this page whereby we fill in the first name. Let's say the first name of the customer is Najib right there, and then we enter right away the contact number of the customer, which will be, for example, in this format, +966. That's a country code for Saudi Arabia. Then we enter the rest of the digits as per customer phone number. Then we go to insert right there at the bottom, like you could see, insert. Once we insert the information, it shows that the customer number has been inserted, like you could see. It shows Saudi Arabia, and then now this is a new customer, so we go ahead and create the courier order. Now this is creating the job order, and look at this page. Is a page that's going to that we are going to process to create a job order. So we go to the brand of the phone, for example, say BlackBerry. So we choose here BlackBerry as our brand. Then we choose the model as BB, say for example 8520, BlackBerry model 8520. Then we put the IMEI number, which is very essential. If we don't put the IMEI number, it doesn't submit, it doesn't process. So we put the IMEI number, and then right from there we move on to the type of warrant. For example, is it 1 year, is it 2 years? We know BlackBerry is 1 year currently, so we put a BlackBerry 1 year warrant. Then we move on to the type of collection. How would the customer like to receive his device? Is it going to be delivered by, for example, by DHL, by our drivers to the location where the customer will pick it? So for example, we say our drivers, logistic drivers, will deliver the device to the location. We pick that one on, and then we go up and we put Now once we have that information, we say save location. We save the information. Very important to click save data. So that data has been saved, and then we move on to the item to be collected. Which location? We ask the customer. Now here customers, this is another advantage of this job order or new methodology of D2D. The customer will choose where to pick their devices. Could be from the same location or another location. Here we choose the same location, Rashid Mall, and then send to service center. Which service center would we like to send to? The nearest service center where we want to send the device. Say for example our main service center in Khobar, which is service center Khobar Logistic, and then we move on to send it back to which location. This is now what I was talking about. It's Rashid Mall. It will be sent back to, if the customer comes from a remote location, it could be the device, the repaired device from service center could be sent to that remote location. From there we move on to remarks to phone care. If you want to put any remarks to the people in the service center, you can put the remarks. After that we move on to the symptoms. We ask the customer, what's the problem with your phone? And here we have a select menu that allows us to pick. For example, say that the customer says, my phone is not charging. I leave it on the charger for hours, doesn't charge. We choose not charging. We could choose another thing, for example, LCD problem, that the LCD is not clear. Then we move on, for example, accessories. What accessories have been provided with the phone? For example, we could pick for example, it's a battery. For example, let's pick that one, and then once that is done, we'll move to add symptoms. For example, before we add this job, let's see any symptoms that are not mentioned here. We have an option to add them here. So here we could say something, for example, intermittent, or put any information in Arabic or English that's required, then add the job. Once we add the job, we get the final process documents. Let's see how the document looks like by clicking add job. You click add job and you end up with this document, which will now go and print. The document as, for example, a job order has been created, like you could see. It's 48016, wonderful, with the product, which is BlackBerry, and the type of warrant. All the information that we logged in has been processed right here. Now we'll go to print. Now once we say print order, we get the final document, of formal document that we give to the customer. Now this document has got to be printed in triple copies, 3 copies. 1 copy goes with the customer after the signature. The second copy is retained at the outlet, and the third will go with the driver when he comes, the Axiom logistic driver, when he comes to pick. I'll repeat, 3 copies. 1 copy remains in the store. The second copy goes with the customer. The third copy is picked with the device by the driver. Let me repeat one important thing. There are conditions underneath, which are the conditions for this particular document, which is a receipt information, and it's number 1 to 8, and number 1 says all deliveries, the delivery of the unit, repaired unit, will be meant against original receipts only. Another thing is the customer's got to sign at the bottom of, let's see the signature right there at the bottom. The customer's got to sign in the store signature so that it becomes an authentic finished document. Other than that, if the problem of the device that is to be repaired is outside the warrant, the customer's got to pledge some amount. Here it's in DHS, but we have to put it in Saudi riyals, KSA riyals, Saudi riyals. So the amount will be entered, and you'll be caught further on how to know the amount that to enter for particular defects. This is the end of the module. We will move to module 2 and module 3. Thank you and bye-bye.